I've never had a brew quite like this brew before. Coming up in this cheap brew review. And welcome to the Beer Garden in front of the Grand Fig and the Fireless Pit. And if you're here because you like beer, and let's be honest, why else would you be here? Please tap that subscribe button down below because, as you may not know, I have low self-esteem, and approval from strangers on the internet makes me feel a lot better about myself. I appreciate that, and I feel better already. And thank you for your super thanks. Down below, if you see, look down next to the subscribe button, there's a heart with a $sign in it. That's a super thanks. Thank you. More and more people are sending me super thanks, which that money goes directly into the brew review to buy more brews, cheap ones and not so cheap ones, for like $2. Please tap that super thanks. Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate you doing that. And truly, thank you for supporting the channel, whether it's with a super thanks or with it's just your views. As a matter of fact, I love seeing where my viewers live and are viewing from. I make a note on the back of my sold out of Beer Snob's Cheap Brew Review coaster set. Shout out to Little Chute, Wisconsin, checking out the brew review. Tallahassee, Florida. Camden, Tennessee. And let's go international. Shenzhen, China. Getting all communist on us here on the brew review. Awesome. Thank you for that. Good deal. Up this round, a brew like no other brew I have had before. Corona Sunbrew Citrus Cerveza at 4.5% alcohol. This is a beer brewed with real citrus peels. Oh, here we go. With a splash of real citrus juice. Now, if I didn't have enough indigestion already today, I got heartburn all day for whatever reason. Yeah, this ought to kick it up a notch, I'm anticipating. We're going to be drinking this Corona Sunbrew Citrus Cerveza out of the sold out of Beer Snob's Cheap Brew Review green label pint glass because I think it goes well with this. What I'm sort of surprised to see is this at 4.5% alcohol is a Corona that is 180 calories. It must be because of that splash of real citrus juice. They say it's a little bit of orange juice and a little bit of lime juice thrown in there to really kick up my my heartburn. So, all right, let's go ahead and pop the top, see what we got. I've never had a brew quite like this before, a Mexican brew, Corona specifically, that's had juice injected into it. And then you get all those, oh yeah, we brew it with peels. We put peels in there, which to me makes the beer real bitter. And there's usually not enough sweetness to offset it. So, yeah, we'll see. I don't know what to say about that. But we'll go ahead and I'm going to be rating this out of 5 stars if you're new to the channel. 5 being a very good, not so cheap brew. Corona Sunbrew Citrus Cerveza. $10.99 on sale at Kroger. I'm going deep for you guys. That's what it is. Pound that super thanks. And, you know, that's allowing us to get into the more higher end cervezas. And it's almost insulting to pay $10.99 for a 6-pack of Corona. I don't care if it's a Sunbrew Citrus Cerveza or what you exactly did to it. Come on, man. Corona. Seriously. All right. Town and state, town and country where you are viewing from. Like I said earlier, I love reading where my viewers are viewing from. Town and state, town and country. Look at that. We lost the head already. No head is never good in any situation. Time for the nose. I'm pulling out notes of used scuba gear. Yeah, that bitterness, I'm smelling a little bit of that bitterness of the lime and the rind. And if there is orange peel in there, you know that white part of the orange peel that's real bitter? Yeah, where it sticks to the orange. Yeah. I'm getting notes of marinara sauce. There's something weird and kind of funky, almost feral. Kind of a note there, kind of like a gaminess to it. 4.5% alcohol, time for the liquid to hit the lips. And in the beer garden, as the coaster says, you never drink alone. Time for the liquid to hit the lips. Cheers. Ugh. God. Who would be drinking this? People who don't like Corona. Hold up the bottle. Because it doesn't taste like Corona at all. It tastes very similar to it's got a weird mouthfeel to it. Maybe it's because of the juice they're pumping into it. It almost reminds me of a Sunny Delight, Sunny D, kind of. Yeah, it has that sort of mouthfeel to it. It doesn't taste that juicy. And again, I don't know why Corona is doing this. Is it a sort of a challenge to IPAs that are juicy IPAs? I don't think so. When do you drink Corona? You don't drink this sitting fireside in the middle of the wintertime, just after you've, come out from dog sledding all day. No, you're drinking Corona on the boat. You're on the lake. You're on the beach. You're kicking it back. You're funneling these things poolside, spring break, Daytona Beach in the 1990s, like I did. But with a citrus bit kicked into it, I don't know, man. Usually when you're drinking Corona, you're plopping a lime in it yourself, and you're sticking it in there, stick the thumb in there, and like this, and then away you go. That's enough citrus for me when it comes to Corona. This overdoes it. I don't know how natural this really is. It says real citrus peels with a splash of real citrus juice. All right, I'll take them at their word. Okay, out of 5 stars, 4.5% alcohol, $10.99 a 6-pack, which I just feel like I got pickpocketed. I just got ripped off. I feel like I'm riding a moped in Mexico. Someone cut me off, pushed me off my moped, stole my wallet and my moped at that price for how this tastes. I mean, honestly, God. And so, that being my attitude towards this Corona Sunbrew Citrus Cerveza out of 5 stars, I'm going to put you down for a 1.24 out of 5 stars. It looks better than it is. It's got a cool little cap to it. I mean, I like the color scheme. It attempts to make you feel like you're sitting poolside somewhere, but the taste is just weird, man. What's Corona known for? It's for their Corona classic Corona, maybe Corona Familiar, which I like, but I don't know what this crap is. There you go. Hey, thank you for your views, sub, and support, and your super thanks. Tap that down below, and you can adjust the slider however much you want to donate to the super thanks. And please check out some of my more than 220 some videos already to date here. 1.2 million views to date for this channel. And I thank you for checking us out. Check out some more of my brew reviews right after this. Let me know what you think about them. In the meantime, it's a beautiful spring day here in the beer garden in front of the Grand Fig and the fireless pit. So don't just sit there. Grab yourself a brew and you drink that brew. Cheers.